My girlfriend said, "You know I have a secret life." I replied, "I am done." Then I hired an investigator, saved the photos, packed her things, and cut her access, and I smiled because she had no idea her book club alibi would blow up a secret life. Original post: I am 30. My girlfriend, Zoe, is 28. We have been together a little over 2 years. No kids. We do not live together full-time, but she spends 3 or 4 nights a week at my apartment. I am a project manager for a small construction company. She works in marketing for a local theater. Zoe is loud and bright, the kind of person who fills a room. I am quieter. I like schedules, lists, and knowing what comes next. She liked to joke that I was the stable main character and she was the chaos side quest. One night we were cooking, music on low, wine glasses half full. Out of nowhere she said, "You know I have a secret life, right?" I looked up from the cutting board. "What does that mean?" She laughed. "Relax, I am just saying I have layers. You get the nerd who watches documentaries. They get the mysterious social butterfly." She winked. "Multiverse of me." It sounded like a joke. I rolled my eyes, kissed her, and let it pass. 2 months later, she told me she was joining a book club. Tuesday nights. Old college friends, she said. They were reading serious stuff and she did not want to bore me with it. I thought it was nice. I like people who read. The first Tuesday she came back late, around 11. She smelled like garlic and wine. Not like someone who sat on a couch with a paperback, I teased her. "Good book," she smiled. "Great discussion, you would have hated it, all feelings." The next weeks were the same. Tuesdays she left around 7, came back around 11, always dressed nicer than usual. Hair done, a little more makeup. She said she wanted to feel put together for her friends. I pushed it down, told myself people get dressed up to see friends, not just dates. Then one Tuesday she forgot her scarf. She left in a rush, kissed my cheek, and went back to grab it. I was by the window when I heard her in the hallway. Her voice carried. "Yeah, table for 2 at 7:30, she said, laughing. "Under Zoe." No, not Zoe and Zoe's book club, just Zoe. My chest went tight. I knew the restaurant she named. It was a cozy Italian place we had only gone to for dates. She called it our spot. She came back in, grabbed her scarf, and gave me a quick smile. "Do not miss me too much," she said. I just nodded. "Have fun." When the door shut, I sat down. I did not yell. I did not blow up her phone. I did not tell myself I was crazy. I opened my laptop instead. I searched licensed private investigator near me. Then I picked one with decent reviews and sent an email. "Need to confirm where my girlfriend goes on Tuesday nights. Not trying to do anything crazy. Just want the truth." I hit send and waited. Update 1, the investigator called me the next morning. His name was Patel, calm voice, direct questions. He made it very clear that he worked within the law. "I will not plant trackers or hack anything," he said. "I follow, I observe, I document. If you want more than that, I am not your guy." "That is all I need," I said. "Just facts." We set up a simple plan. He would follow her next Tuesday evening from my place, send me a short report after, photos, times, locations, nothing more. The week crawled. Zoe acted normal. We went to a movie, we cooked. She told me about a pitch she was working on for a theater sponsor. I listened. I watched her face. I tried not to search every sentence for lies. Tuesday came. At 6:30 she started getting ready. Dress, boots, light jacket. She looked good, a little too good for a book club in someone's living room. "You look nice," I said. She smiled. "Book nerds can still be hot. I will be back by 11, okay? Do not wait up." She kissed me and left. I sent Patel a text. "She is on her way down," he replied with a simple "got her." I sat in my living room and watched a game with the sound off. My phone was on the table, face up. I told myself not to stare at it. I stared anyway. At 9:15, Patel's message came through. "Not book club," he wrote. "Dinner with same man for second week, Italian place on Oak, sitting close, holding hands across table." Attached were photos, clear enough. Zoe at a small table, candles between them, her hand on top of his. His face was turned slightly, but I could still see enough. Dark hair, familiar jaw. It hit a second later. I knew him, her ex Callum. She had shown me old photos when we started dating. "It was messy," she had said. "He wanted different things. We moved on." I had believed she was done with him. She had said she blocked him. The next photo Patel sent was outside the restaurant, them at the curb. He bent down, she tilted her head up. They kissed, not a quick peck, not a friendly hug, a real kiss. My brain went quiet, no yelling, no internal speech. Just a dull hum, then another message. After dinner, walked together to his building. She went in. Timestamp 947. If you want me to stay, I will. If not, I can leave it here. Stop there, I wrote. That is enough. He sent me a short summary after. Dates. Times, addresses. He also mentioned, almost as a side note, that this was the 4th Tuesday in a row he had logged them together. He had gone back through his own prior tracking. 8 weeks, not a fluke. The next week, I told Patel to do it one more time. To make sure it was a pattern, not some goodbye, I did not tell Zoe. I did not hint I knew anything. Tuesday number 3, same story, my place, her exit, his building. This time I went in person. I waited until Patel texted me. They are at the restaurant, same table. Then I put on my jacket and got in my car. When I walked into the restaurant, the host looked up. Table for one, he asked. I am meeting someone, I said. They are already here. Her name is Zoe. He nodded and pointed. There they were, same table, her laughing. His hand on the back of her chair. I walked over. My heart was steady, my voice too. Hey, I said. Zoe turned. Her face dropped color fast. Jake, she said, what are you doing here? I looked at Callum. Nice to see you again, he frowned. Have we met? On her old Instagram, I said. You are the ex, I am the current, at least that is what I thought. I set a manila envelope on the table. What is that? She asked. Proof, I said. Start with the first page, read it, then keep going. Update 2, Zoe stared at the envelope like it might bite her. Callum glanced between us. What is going on? He said. Book club, I said. Apparently. She opened the envelope with stiff fingers. Inside were printed photos, Patel's reports. Screenshots of her calendar where she labeled these nights as book club. I watched her eyes move across the page, faster, then slower. This is creepy, she said. You hired someone to follow me. Do you hear yourself? Yes, I said. I hired a licensed investigator to see where my girlfriend went on Tuesday nights. He found out she was on dates with her ex. I am comfortable with my choice. She pushed the papers away. We were just catching up. I told you we were casual. Now Callum was fully alert. Casual, he repeated. Zoe's eyes darted to him. You know I am seeing someone, she said quickly. I told you that. I said we were not official. I raised an eyebrow. You moved half your stuff into my place. You spent every holiday with my family last year. You call my mom on her birthday. That is how you treat someone you are not official with. Callum looked at her. You told me you two stopped seeing each other months ago, he said. His voice went tight. You said he could not commit. You called him your safety net. She shook her head. I did not use those words. I pulled out my phone and set it on the table. On the screen was a photo of her planner from the kitchen. One page had a note in the corner. Dinner with C, secret life night, it said with a smiley face. I did not say a word, I just let it sit there. The silence stretched. Finally, Callum pushed his chair back slightly. How long, he asked Zoe. Be honest, both of us or none of us. Pick. Her mouth opened and closed. I do not know, time is weird, she said. It just kind of happened. Patel says 8 months, I said. So there is that, Callum blinked. Who is Patel? The man who took these photos, I said, and filed these reports. He is licensed, has insurance, works with lawyers sometimes. So when you try to tell people I was stalking you, I will have someone to stand up and say, no, he hired me because he had concerns. Big difference? Her eyes flashed. You are insane. No, I said. I am done. I stood up. For the record, I added, looking at Callum, I did not know about you, not now, not until this. If I had, we would not be sharing this table. He nodded slowly. Same. We both looked at her. She shrank in her chair in a way I had never seen. You do not get to just ambush me like this, she said. You could have talked to me at home. Now you have made me look crazy. You did that yourself, I said. I just stopped helping you hide it. I turned to the host who was hovering nearby, worried about a scene. Can you please split the check, I asked. Put her part on whatever card she gave you. I will cover my water. He nodded fast. I looked at Callum one more time. I am leaving, I said. Good luck with your own exit plan. Then I walked out into the street, no shouting, no slammed doors, just the sound of my shoes on the pavement and my own breathing. The next day I made 2 calls. One to my building's security to remove her from the guest access list and elevator permissions. One to a lawyer a friend recommended. I explained everything to the lawyer. The pie, the photos, the confrontation. I am not trying to sue anyone, I said, but she has already thrown the word stalking at me. I want to make sure I am not exposed. He read the investigator's contract and work log. You are fine, he said. You hired a professional. He followed her in public spaces. He did not trespass. He did not hack. If she starts making noise, you have clean paperwork. Save everything. Do not respond in anger. So I did. Zoe did what I expected. Within a week, she posted long messages online, screenshots with black bars over my name, paragraphs about men who cannot handle a woman with a past and boyfriends who hire spies. Her friends flooded the comments. Words like controlling and red flag showed up. A few of our mutuals sent me links. I did not fight under her posts. I did not post my own rants. I sent the same simple message to anyone who asked. She told both of us we were the only one. For 8 months, she was in a relationship with 2 men. I hired a licensed investigator. I have reports and photos. If you want to see one page, I will send it. Some asked. I sent a single page, 1 photo at the restaurant, 1 line of the report. Dates and times, her holding hands with Callum. The tone changed. Some of her friends went quiet. One of her cousins messaged me privately. I am sorry, she wrote. She did something like this in college. We thought she grew out of it. I moved her stuff out of my place in one afternoon. Clothes, toiletries, the mug she liked. I packed it all in boxes, labeled them with her name, and dropped them at her sister's house. I sent a single text. Your things are at Emily's. I have removed your access to my building. Please do not come by, she replied with 1 word. Coward. I turned the phone face down and went back to my own life. Update 3, a month passed. Then 2. The noise on social media slowed. People moved on. New dramas showed up in their feeds. I focused on work. I started running again. I saw friends I had neglected. My days became simple, quiet. I liked it. Then 3 months after the restaurant, Zoe texted. Can we meet? She wrote. Just to talk, no pressure. I stared at the screen. Then I typed. 30 minutes. Public place, coffee shop on 5th. That is all. She agreed. When I walked in, she was already there. No bright lipstick, no big earrings, just a plain sweater and a chipped mug in both hands. She looked smaller, more tired. Hey, she said. Hey, I answered. She studied me. You look good, she said. Less stressed. I sleep now, I said. Helps, she flinched. I deserve that. You deserve the consequences of your own choices, I said. Same as everyone. She took a breath. I wanted to say I am sorry for lying, for laughing about book club, for that stupid secret life comment. It was fun in my head until it was not. I nodded. Okay, she frowned. That is it, just okay. What else do you want? I asked. Forgiveness. A reset button. Both are things you can work on for yourself. I am not going back there. She swallowed. I lost Callum, she said. He blocked me on everything. His girlfriend messaged me. I did not even know he had one. I thought I was the girlfriend. I raised an eyebrow. You lied to both of us. I am not sure who thought what matters now. She stared at the table. My parents think you were too harsh. They say everyone makes mistakes. I sipped my coffee. Your parents also knew you did something like this before, I said. They helped you hide it then. I am not asking them for moral guidance now. She looked up sharply. My cousin told you. She did, I said. She also said she hopes you get help. I agree with that part. Her eyes watered. Do you miss me at all? I miss who I thought you were, I said. She turned out to be a story you told both of us. I cannot miss someone who did not exist. We sat in silence for a moment. The coffee shop buzzed around us. Cups clinked. Someone laughed near the counter. It felt like we were sitting in a glass box while the world moved on. I am in therapy, she said finally. For real this time, not just to get cute journal quotes. I am trying to figure out why I do this, why I need a foot in every door. I hope it helps, I said, truly. But that work does not include me. she sniffed. So that is it. It was at the night at the restaurant, I said. This is just us using words to catch up with reality. She nodded slowly. If we see each other out somewhere, what do you want me to do? Whatever lets you sleep at night, I said. I will be fine either way. I checked the time. Our 30 minutes are up, I said. I am going to go. She did not reach for me. She did not grab my sleeve. She just watched as I stood. Goodbye, Zoe, I said. Bye, she whispered. I walked out. The air felt cool and clean. Final update, it has been 9 months since that coffee. My life is simple. I wake up, I go to work, I come home, I cook, I go for a run if the weather is decent. On weekends, I see friends. Sometimes I sleep in and read. I stayed single for a while. I needed to. I needed to learn the difference between being alert and being paranoid, between asking fair questions and treating someone like a suspect. I kept the PI reports in a folder in my desk for a long time. At first, they felt like a shield. Proof that I was not crazy, proof that I did not imagine things. After a while, I stopped opening it. Dust collected on the edges. One day, I took the folder out. I looked at the top page, then I fed it into my shredder. The machine chewed it up in small strips. I felt nothing sharp, just a quiet sense of done. I met someone new at work. Her name is Erin. She joined our company as a designer. We started as friends, coffee runs, shared jokes about bad client emails. I told her early that I had trust issues I was working through. She did not try to fix me. She just listened and answered my questions straight. When we finally decided to date, we said it out loud. Are we exclusive? I asked. Yes, she said. If that changes, I will tell you before I act like it did. Simple, no secret lives. No book club that smells like wine and someone else's cologne. I hear about Zoe once in a while. A mutual friend mentioned she moved to another city. New job, new theater, new crowd. I hope she tells them the truth about herself. I hope the therapy sticks. I do not follow her online. I do not check who she is with now. That part of my life feels like a show that ended. No reboot, no spin-off. Sometimes I think about that night in the kitchen, knife in my hand, music on, her laughing as she said, "You know I have a secret life, right?" Back then, I thought she was just being dramatic. Now I know she was giving me the most honest line she had. I just finally learned to hear it, and to walk away before I became a side character in someone else's double life.